time to meet right now with Burlington Mayor Marianne Mead-Ward to see what's happening in the city of Burlington. Thanks for joining us this morning. And congratulations on the newly named park, Sweetgrass.
It is an incredible name, and it's full of symbolism for our community. Sweetgrass, of course, is a healing medicine in Indigenous communities, across many Indigenous communities. And on its own, the strands are very thin and breakable, but when you braid them together, they're very strong. So it really is a symbol of us as a community coming together and taking yet another step on our journey towards truth and reconciliation with Indigenous residents here in Burlington and beyond.
I was quite impressed. I took a look at it on Google Maps today, and it's already on Google Maps. It says Sweetgrass Park, and I'm like, wow, that happened quickly.
Our GIS folks are quick.
Now, how are you handling this storm? How's Burlington's cleanup going?
It's going really well. I think they are just finishing up the local roads. And so the order of plowing, of course, is our primary streets, our major busy streets first, secondary roads, and then local roads, including cul-de-sacs, are at the end of that. So when we get a heavy snowstorm like we did, sometimes they have to go back and redo the primary roads before they get to the locals. But I've had lots of good feedback from the community, and thanks for clearing this up. This is a once in 100-year storm that we got here. So pretty amazing and great work by our crews that were working around the clock.
We've been asking mayors all week, when did your street get plowed?
Well, I'm on a secondary road, so I'm on a busier street. If you're lucky enough to live on a quiet street, one of the downsides is that you don't get the snow clearing just as quickly, but I'm not on a primary road, so I was right in the middle there.
Right in between there. Now, you had the snow parking regulations in place. Is that still in effect?
It's in effect until the cleanup happens. So if people can move their cars, especially if they were there and got a little bit buried, if they can dig those out and move them out of the way so we can do the final cleanup, that is really appreciated.
And do you have a snowplow tracker as well in Burlington?
We do. It's a new technology for us, so people can look and see what's been plowed and when the plow might be coming to their street. So, and they'll get it faster than texting me. So look up the plow tracker. It has some glitches.
It's like you've got other things to worry about, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Let me look on the plow tracker and I'll tell you. Yeah.
Yes. Now, Burlington has its telephone town hall today. What topics are going to be covered on that?
Well, it's what's on the minds of our community, and we have focused it to COVID-19. So we're hoping not to get questions about snow unless it's related to COVID-19. But we do have people from our hospital represented. I know there may be a lot of questions about health and Omicron and vaccines. We usually get a lot of those. We have representatives from provincial and federal government, city staff, of course, to talk about impact on recreation and other services in the city. So it's really it's really up to the community what's on their mind. We open it right up for questions, and it's live for people to ask what's on their mind, and we do our best to provide those answers.
Because we've been reporting this morning that the outbreak at Joe Brant Hospital is spreading.
Well, and that's, one more reason why we really strongly encourage people to get vaccinated. We've got 4 clinics coming up in Burlington that our staff and our city arranged. If you are vaccinated, you have a far less likely chance of ending up in hospital, and even less likely than that to end up in ICU. So vaccinations really do work and help to keep us out of hospital.
Tell me about your vaccine clinics. Are most of them walk-ins right now, or are you doing a lot of still appointment-based?
So so there's the region clinics, which are all appointment-based, and you can also get it from pharmacies and doctors' offices. But the city of Burlington reached out to the province and said, look, we'd really like to host some clinics just to do our part to add more opportunities. So we have 2 GoVax buses coming January 24th and 31st. Those are Mondays. You will need to book an appointment for those, and it will open via the provincial booking portal at 8 a.m. the day before. And then we also arranged 2 additional walk-in clinics. So you don't need an appointment for those. All of that will take place, all 4 of those will take place at Sherwood Forest Park, at Appleby and Fairview. And so those are on the 22nd, so this Saturday, and on February 5th. And all of those are 10 to 6. So 2 of them you do need an appointment, and 2 of them you don't. And together that will allow another 1,200 approximately residents to get their vaccination shots a little sooner than they might have through some of the other channels.
Okay, good stuff. Mary Ann Mead-Ward, the Mayor of Burlington, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.